Welcome to the Big Kahunas Raid Train, hosted by CG Boomerang Echo and Zoe's Treasures.
Hello everybody, welcome to Zoe's Treasures and welcome to the beginning of the Big Kahunas Raid Train. Tonight, this is an exciting night, you guys. I'm so over the top excited. We did this last month. This is our second month and I'm going to tell you all about it. But our second month of the Big Kahunas Raid Train. We're going to go through, so stressful. It's not stressful. It's exciting. Let's go. That's right. We're going to go through all of the sellers. We're going to take our time. We have 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes with me. So, chill, go grab some, your potato chips and soda and just kind of hang out and wait and get ready to start swiping as soon as we go into the first person. You're yelling, hurry. We're going to talk about every single person. We're going to go over the rules. But before we do that, a big thank you to CG Boomerang Echo. I have the honor of co-hosting this train with her, and you know what? It means the world to me. This is such a cool train. This is the train of trains. It's a competition train. CG Boomerang puts on some of the best competition trains. How does this work? All right, Biomed Jenny, hang out. Just hang out for a second. We're going to go over all the rules. We're going to go over who you're about to see in the next couple of hours. I'm going to give you all the details, all of them. All right, but you got 30 minutes with me, so we're going to hang out and chill for a bit. Let me get a giveaway going, get you guys something to do for a few minutes here. Giveaways tonight are one of my CEO affirmation cards, along with a vintage postcard. So these tie into my Friday morning show, so you're going to get that as our giveaway. That'll be the same giveaway all throughout the rest of my show. All right, Big Kahunas Raid Train. First of all, what is it? It is a competition train, and it is for, as the name implies, right here, the Big Kahunas. That's who it's for. What does that mean? What do you need to do? What qualifies you as a Big Kahuna? Let me tell you, 20,000 followers. So first off, we have some strict requirements, okay? You have to have at least 20,000 followers. You have to have at least 15,000 sales, a 4.8 rating or higher, and 2-day or less ship time. If you meet those 4 requirements, you become eligible to be on the Big Kahunas Raid Train. Doesn't mean you're going to get on. Once you become eligible, it is then a selection process. CG and I go and look at people, and we pick the people that we think are going to bring the absolute very best to you on this train. So now you know, my goodness, now you know who qualifies. What are they doing? They're battling it out for the title of the Big Kahuna. Who's going to win? Who's going to be the Big Kahuna of whatnot? Who's going to have this reigning title? Right now, TBC Productions is our reigning Big Kahuna champion. TBC Productions took the competition last month, won it, and has got to be the Big Kahuna all month. They are back this month to defend their title, and we'll know in just a few short hours if they're going to keep that title for another month, or if one of these other competitors are going to knock them off their throne and take their crown and their title from them. So we will see. There's TBC Productions right there. If you guys, I see I Love Discounts, TBC Productions. Hello, visuals. If you are on the train tonight, feel free at any time, throw your emojis in there. If you want to put messages to all of your supporters, feel free to do that. And we got a raid. Who was that? MK Loves Cabernet. That's another one of our competitors tonight. We're about to go through all of our competitors. I'm going to show you each one. We're going to bring up their profile. We're going to talk about them. But before we do that, you guys, time is running out. You have 27 minutes, 27 short minutes to put your vote in for who you think is going to be the Big Kahuna tonight. Okay? So we got a couple cool things. Not only do these Big Kahunas get to compete and battle it out for the title, for the championship tonight, all of you watching, all of you sellers, all of you buyers, all of you supporters on here get to play a part in this. We have something for all of you guys to do tonight. So what can you do? First thing, everybody has a chance to vote for who they think is going to be the Big Kahuna. Let me show you where to vote, because voting ends right at 6 o'clock when I rate our first person. So you're going to go to boomerangecho.com. We're about to pull it up and see it right here. Yes, CG Boomerang Echo's website. Here we go. We're pulling it up. Dun, 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 there you go. You are going to go to boomerangecho.com. Don't forget that www. On the left-hand side, you're going to click until you see this drop down. You're going to scroll to that big Kahunas Raid Train competition. Thank you so much, Forgotten Memories. And there you go. Once you get to that page on her website, you're going to scroll down just a little bit further, a little bit more, and right there it says vote for the winner. You're going to click and you're going to vote for who you think the winner is. Now, if you pick the right winner, guess what? You're going to get invited to a special VIP giveaway party hosted by CG Boomerang Echo. It'll be later on this week, but there's only a couple ways to get an invite to this party. Picking the right winner is a guaranteed entry into the VIP giveaway party. So everybody hurry up. It closes at 6. Voting closes at 6. Go vote for who you think is going to be the winner of the Big Kahunas. We're going to talk about them in just a second here. Thank you, guys. So go vote. Go and get your entry if you pick the right one into the VIP giveaway party. And you don't have to be a seller to do that. Anybody here on Whatnot can go do that. Voting does close at 6 o'clock, so make sure you get that in. Now, what's the other way you can get into the VIP party? We have one other way. There you go. Y'all go ahead, battle it out with each other in the chat. I love it. You have one other way to get into that VIP party. That is, let's see who's getting that first giveaway. Allie, you're getting that giveaway. Congratulations. Thank you for hanging out with us. All right, we're going to run another one. Website is www.boomerangecho.com. Can we bring up that website one more time? If you missed it, here is the website. Boomerang Echo. Why do we have a picture on our screen? You're 2 steps ahead of me, my love. Okay, right there. Boomerangecho.com. And you're going to look for the Big Kahunas on the left-hand side. All right. That's where you vote. Okay. Now, the other way to get into the VIP party. If you are a seller, go start a show really quick. Not right now. Wait until the close to 6 o'clock. Go start a show. Get at least 10 people in there and raid into your favorite seller. You know what? You can raid into every single person on the train tonight. You don't have to pick just one. You can raid in. I don't want to give it away. I'm going to go through them in a second. You can raid into every single one of them. But every time you raid in with at least 10 people, you as the raider get entered to, or you automatically will get an invite to the VIP party. And not only that, the competitor that you raid into gets 5 points towards their score tonight. So let's talk about scoring. How do they win this big competition? What's in this, right? How do we score it? The scoring for this one is really unique. And you know what it does? This scoring levels the playing field. You can have somebody sell really, really high-end items, like high value, very expensive items, and maybe just sell 1 or 2 and take the crown. Or you can have somebody sell a whole lot of little $1, $2 items and still win that crown, win that title. Either strategy. And this train is all about strategy, okay? So each seller tonight, they get 1 point for every dollar sold. That's 1 point for every dollar from auction items or from bin purchases. So if you really want to support your favorite sellers, get in there and buy. I'm sure that if maybe they've thought about this in their strategy, that they've loaded their bin with some stuff that's affordable to help get those, those quick sales going on. Hopefully, we'll see. So 1 point for every dollar. The other way they get points, Study of Sweets. Welcome in, rating with the party of 105. All right, the other way they get points is for every item sold. So if a seller sells 1 item for $1,000, that's 1,001 points right off the bat. If they sell 100 items for $1, what's that? 200 points, right? Okay, so they get 1 point for every item they sell, 1 point for every dollar that they sell. Next, every raid that comes in of 10 or more people, they get 5 points. So as you can see, there's quite a few ways you can help your sellers out. And if you're like, I'm tight, budget, can't afford it, just be in there, making that chat active, encouraging them, supporting them, cheering them on, putting those hearts on the screen. That's another way you can support your sellers tonight. But let's go back. If you want to get into the VIP party, 2 options. Get over there to CG's website. That is boomerangecho.com. Put your vote in. If you pick the winning person, you will get invited to the VIP giveaway party later on this week. Or if you're a seller, go get a raid together and raid in to any one of these sellers tonight. If you raid into any of them, you will automatically be invited to that party as long as you raid with at least 10 people, okay? So there you go. Let's talk about these sellers. We have about 20 minutes. We're going to try to go through a little bit slow. Before we pull up the first seller, you may have seen her name in the chat. I want to give a big shout out and a huge thank you to Southern Charm 7. She is our mod. She modded last month. She's modding this month. Y'all, this is not an easy train to mod for. It is fast paced. It is moving. Some of our sellers will be bringing their own mods also. Curated and caffeinated, coming in with a party of 50. Thank you so much for coming on over. This is another one of our great sellers tonight. You guys, if you're a seller, feel free to give each other, do some smack talk in the chat. Put your emojis in there. Let people know what you're bringing. Tell everybody why they need to come and vote for you. Feel free to battle it out there in the chat while we hype everybody up for the first raid we're going to go into tonight. All right, Southern Charm 7. She is a mod for this train. Not only is she modding, but behind the scenes, there's a lot going on. I just talked about all this scoring. So CG's there with her spreadsheet. We all know CG's famous for her raid train spreadsheets. She's over there keeping score, checking dollars, checking items sold. And then myself and Southern Charm are, who's giving that? Stevie got that giveaway. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Southern Charm and I are writing down every single raid, who raided in, how many they raided in with. Last month, how many raids the winning people had? CG, can you remind me? I think, were we close to CG or Southern Charm? Like 17 or 30? I know it's a wide range. I've heard a couple different numbers, but there were a ton of raids. So that is another part of the strategy, is getting those raids to come in can really boost your points there. All right, so thank you so much, Southern Charm. She is really the best. Okay, let's check out our first seller, 30, yes. So I think our top 3 sellers last month, TBC Productions is our reigning champ. I think they had close to 30 raids in 20 minutes. That's a lot, you guys. That's a lot. Let's go. That's right. Okay, Study of Sweets, 6 o'clock. We are raiding into our first competitor tonight is Study of Sweets. Let's check out Study of Sweets. Here we go. Let's see. Check the reviews, come back. I'm trying to read really quick here. Established in 2015. They have a 5,000 square foot facility. I'm thinking we're bringing some sweets here. You guys got your sweet tooth going on? Because we have some really good, we have a couple of sellers tonight bringing you the goodies. So first off, 6 o'clock is Study of Sweets. Let's scroll down. There it is right there. There's that big Kahunas raid train. Okay. That's our first competitor, 6 o'clock. I have no idea what the strategy is going to be. Maybe with sweets, maybe we're going to see a lot of volume there, low dollars, high volume. I don't know. Again, it is all about strategy. And I've been dropping into these people's shows and kind of just listening and hearing what they're saying. They all have different strategies. Yes, I feel a couple of pounds coming on tonight too with this. All right. The next one. You guys, if you probably already know this, if you have not seen them talking about their shows, building up the hype all month long, where in the heck have you been? TBC Productions, our reigning big Kahunas champion, has been the champion since January. We are on the edge of our seats to find out if they're going to walk away still a champion tonight, or if they're going to get knocked down and somebody else take over. But they have been right there. They're offering reduced shipping, makeup, and skincare. So thinking that's what they're bringing tonight is some makeup and skincare, but you never know. Never know what they're going to bring. They have been very smart about this. So this is an advantage. The reigning champion gets a little bit of an advantage, right? Whoever wins tonight's going to know they're the champion right away. Thank you, CG. Yes, you guys have 17 minutes left to vote. If you vote for the person that wins tonight, you get invited to the VIP giveaway party. It is at www.boomerangecho.com. Go there and vote for who you think is going to win. All right. So TBC Productions, all month long has been doing hype trains. I've been like hype shows. They've had their big kahunas. The winner gets a special thumbnail. They've been doing these shows. They've been setting up raids. They are prepared, let me tell you. And this is the advantage. Whoever walks away the winner tonight gets a good week or two ahead of the new competitors to start talking it up, getting the hype going, getting their raids set up. So TBC Productions, reigning champion, going to be a hard one to beat tonight. Okay, this is some really high stakes, tough competition. All right, after TBC Productions at 6:40, MK Loves Cabernet. There we go. This is Mandy Kelly. MK makes sense, right? Let's go on down. Let's see what Miss Mandy. Now Mandy is new to me, so MK is new to me. Let's scroll down a little bit. Bringing other women's fashion. There you go. You never know what you're going to see. This is a cross-category train. So we have MK Loves Cabernet with in other women's fashion. MK is on at 6:40. 6:40. MK Loves Cabernet. Okay? Check out, there it is right there in the chat. Check out the bin. This is the other thing, you guys. Bin purchases count. And if our sellers are strategizing, they probably loaded their bin with some really good stuff to encourage sales tonight. Where do you go to vote? You go to www. We're going to flash it on the screen again to make sure everybody sees it. www.boomerangecho.com. And it's coming up on the screen. Boomerangecho.com. Can you bring that up? There it is. You're going to go right here on the left-hand side. You're going to scroll down to Big Kahunas Raid Train. You're going to scroll down until you see the button where it says vote for the winner. Northern Mitten, you got that giveaway. Thanks for being here. And you're going to vote right there.
Congratulations.
Right? All right. After MK Loves Cabernet, this is a Whatnot OG here. Mr. Philly Flipper. That's who's at 7 o'clock. Everybody knows Philly Flipper. And he is going to bring, I'm guessing a mix of everything, because you never know what you're going to get. I have seen him sell vintage, sports cards, toys, you name it. I have seen him sell it. Let's scroll on down a little bit. Let's see what category he put it under storage unit finds. That right, that just opens it up. You never know. All right. And y'all, give it up for Philly Flipper. He was a last minute addition. He has not had as much time as everybody else to strategize, to create the way he's going to win this. So we don't know. He came in at a slight disadvantage just because he had less time than everybody else. So let's see. I'm sure he's going to bust it out and bring it tonight. I am sure. All right. After Philly Flipper, another awesome sellers. You know them. Spiritual Supply Co. Right there. These two gentlemen, I have seen them on raid trains multiple times. They always bring it. They're hilarious. They are just the funnest. So let's scroll down and see. Well, I'm thinking they're going to be in the crystals category. There we go. Yep, crystals and gems. I cannot wait. Now this one intrigues me because I have seen them on other battle shows with very, very high-end crystals. So I am super curious on their strategy tonight. Are they going to bring a really expensive thing and just try to blow it out of the water with one big, huge, expensive item? Or are you going to get a chance at just getting really great deals on a bunch of crystals? I don't know. We'll see, right? Okay. The next one, another one that is near and dear to my heart because they happen to be somebody that hangs out in my shows sometimes. But this is curated and caffeinated. And no, I'm not playing favorites. I love all of our sellers tonight. I just happen to know this one a little bit. Curated and caffeinated. There you go. Let's scroll down just a little bit. Let's take a look at the show. Vintage glass. Y'all, vintage glass. Okay, let's go back up. I want to read what else. It's in the vintage decor category. But vintage glass, rusty, crusty, cottage core, glowy glass. What are we going to get tonight? Are we going to get a bunch of little things? Do we have a deal on, is there going to be a swung vase? I have no idea. I'm just guessing. Yeah, I can't buy. Why? All of a sudden now I'm like, why am I hosting? I want to be able to buy from these people. All right. After curated and caffeinated, Sugar Hill Market. Y'all, I love Sugar Hill Market. I just do. I cannot say enough good stuff about Sugar Hill Market. I was just hanging out in her chat just a little bit ago, kind of listening to the strategy, piping in with some of our rules every now and then. She is just the sweetest. There's actually two girls in there, two women, not girls, excuse me. So in the candy and snacks, this is what we're saying. I think I'm going to gain some weight because I am not going to be able to say no. Well, I have to say no. I can't buy. I can't show favorites. I'm going to have to go find somebody to buy me some sweets. All right. So Sugar Hill Market, you guys, this is another one that's going to be super hard to beat because they are so well loved on this app. All of these people are. I mean, and you can see the competition. You can just see like it's hard to pick who your favorite is on this, right? Okay, after Sugar Hill Market, we're going to wrap it up with another one that is super close, near and dear to my heart. Happens to be friends of mine, and I'll tell you what, I've had to keep my mouth shut and be so quiet and not like help with anything strategy or nothing with them, and it has been difficult. This is I Love Discounts _com. So I Love Discounts. They are probably bringing some jewelry. I'm just guessing. They've done health and beauty. They have done food, and they do jewelry now. So, okay. So it says, let's see, Big Kahunas vintage. They said they're bringing vintage decor. At least that's what category they book their show under. Who knows? Who knows what they're going to bring tonight? All right, you guys. We have 10 minutes left on voting. So if you just came in, if you did not see where to vote, you go to I always want to say CG, www.boomerangecho.com. There you go. And you click on the little hamburger. You vote now. Voting ends at 6 p.m. Voting ends in 9 minutes. You're going to go to Big Kahunas. You're going to click on it. You're going to scroll down till you see those buttons right there. And then you're going to vote for who you think is going to be the winner. If you pick the correct winner, if you are right in who you pick, you will get an automatic invite to the VIP party. It's a VIP giveaway party going on later this week, hosted by Miss CG herself. Previously mentioned, you got that giveaway. Thanks for being on this train and hanging out with us. So you want to go now. You have 9 minutes. I'll forgive you if you leave real quick to go and vote. Just come right back as soon as you're done voting. So it's okay to go do that. Don't leave for any other reason unless you're creating a raid to raid into our first person study of sweets tonight. All right. I think I've said like all kinds of stuff really fast. If you missed it I'm going to go back to the beginning. This is a select group of 8 people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Select group of 8 sellers. In order to even be considered to get on this elite raid train, they have to have 20,000 followers, $15,000 or 15,000 items sold, 4.8 rating, and 2-day or less ship time. So this is like the cream of the crop here, right? That's just to qualify. Then they get vetted, and then they get a special invite to the train. There's only 8 people that can compete each month. Whoever wins tonight will be the reigning champion. You get to keep your champion title for as long as you can continue to defend it. So you get to keep your title for as long as you can defend it. Our reigning champion is TBC Productions. Of course, my phone rings. Our reigning champion is TBC Productions. I'll tell you what, this is like the February is the second train here of the year, obviously second month. I am so nervous. I'm not even competing. I'm so nervous to see if TBC is the champion. There is the possibility. Think about this. The possibility you could be the reigning champion for months on end. You get an automatic return to the show and a chance to keep defending that title. What other raid train does that? There's not another raid train out there that is a champion and gives you that ability month after month after month, right? So this is really cool. And CG Boomerang Echo has created a special thumbnail for whoever the champion is. They get a special thumbnail to use throughout the course of the next month to advertise their show and kind of, build up the excitement for the next month. So I got to take a drink. That's a lot of words in a short amount of time. Underdog upset. Yeah, you never know. You do not know who's going to walk away. We will know at 8:40 tonight. We're going to raid into CG. Yes, I will mention that. Thank you, Southern Charm, for reminding me. So at 8:40, I Love Discounts raids into CG Boomerang Echo. That is when we're going to find out who wins during that show. So one rule about the raids. So keep this in mind. One rule about the raids is it only counts once per seller. So if Bob has 10 people and he raids into Study of Sweets gets 5 points, and Bob gets an automatic invite to the VIP party. Okay. Now, if Bob leaves and gets another 10 people and raids again into Study of Sweets, that one doesn't count. No points, don't get a second invite, okay? One time per seller. But Bob always can come back and Bob can raid Study of Sweets, TBC Productions, MK Loves Cabernet, Philly Flipper, Spiritual Supply Co., Curated and Caffeinated, Sugar Hill Market, and I Love Discounts. And each one of those sellers get 5 points. Okay, Bob still gets the only one invite. Bob's going to in. He got his into that VIP party right away. But think about this. I don't want to give up any strategy here, but I heard some talk earlier on. If you got a group of friends, you got 10 of you, maybe 11. You probably need 11 to do this. You get 11 friends, okay? One of you creates a show. You raid into your favorite seller. You go back out. The next one creates a show. Y'all go and raid into the seller again. That's some strategy, right? I'm just saying. Come on, Bob. That's right. Bob better raid everybody tonight. All right, you guys, we have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm going to do our very last giveaway, and I'm going to go over how the scoring works. 5 minutes to vote, you guys. If you are a buyer, a supporter, and you're like, hey, I'm not a seller, I can't do a raid, you can be invited to that VIP giveaway party too by voting and picking the right person. So go to cgboomerangecho.com's website. Make sure you vote. That ends in 4 minutes at 6 o'clock. You will not be able to vote after 6 o'clock. We have to put a cutoff to make it fair. Your choice isn't on the list. Well, you're only allowed to vote for the people who are competing tonight. That's it. Just our competitors tonight. That's all you can vote for. All right. How are they going to win? How do we score this? I said it earlier, but we're going to recap just in case we got some new people in here. Our competitors tonight, they get 1 point for each item sold. That could be an auction item or that can be a bin item. So every single thing that sells is 1 point. They get 1 point for every dollar. Everything that sells, however many dollars, equals 1 point, right? $10, 10 points, $100, 100 points. And then for every raid of at least 10 people that come into their room, they get 5 points. So if these sellers were doing their due diligence, if they were doing their homework, they already have all kinds of raids set up and ready and waiting. If you want to be a part of one of those raids, a lot of these sellers have special thumbnails. Take a look through. You're going to see that big Kahunas with like a raid or something. A lot of the sellers have created special thumbnails to signify that their raids are to help them out. So you can always jump on one of them because remember, they need at least 10 people. So you might want to do that. But don't leave the train too long. Make sure it's just to get in the raid and get back in here on the train. All right. Look at that. We've got all kinds of sellers in our chat asking to be rated there. Okay, you guys, we have 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Next stop is Study of Sweets. So let me recap. Study of Sweets at 6 o'clock. 6:20 is TBC Productions, our reigning champion tonight. 6:40 is MK Loves Cabernet. 7 o'clock is Philly Flipper. 7:20 Spiritual Supply Co. 7:40 Curated and Caffeinated. 8 o'clock is Sugar Hill Market. And 8:20 is I Love Discounts _com. That's your lineup at 8:40. We're raiding into CG Boomerang Echo for the wrap-up of the raid train and the announcement of who our new champion, either our continued reigning champion or new champion's going to be. So y'all hang out until a few short hours. This is a fast-paced, exciting train. We're going to be in the background, keeping track of the score, keeping track of all those raids. And I cannot wait to see everybody at the end of the night in CGs. So don't forget, 2 minutes if you haven't voted for your favorite. Hurry up, get over there and vote. And get some raids going. All right? We have about, just 2 minutes left. We've gone over everything. You know where to vote. You know what the requirements are. You know who's going to be on the train. Once again, if you didn't hear me earlier, CG Boomerang Echo has graciously agreed to allow me to tag along with her and co-host this train. So I'm really excited about that. This is like the coolest train ever. I'm just saying. Not that I have like anything, just a little bit of interest there. Coolest train ever. The winner is going to be we're going to announce it at 8:40 at CG Boomerang Echo's closing show. So if you just hang on the train, just don't go nowhere, just hang out. It'll just take you right on in there. Just chill, just hang out, get a drink. Where to vote is www.boomerangecho.com. That's boomerangecho.com. Click on the left-hand side, scroll down. You have 1 minute to get your vote in. Less than 60 seconds. I'm going to pull this last giveaway winner here so that I can go and raid. Let's see. We are about to raid into Study of Sweets. Tremelto, you got that giveaway, and we're going to go raid our first person. There they are. See y'all later.